I'm Ed Strobel of Ed and Sandy. This is our bus, Jolene. And come on in and take a look.
And then we're going to go up to Georgia.
Turn the lights on. Sorry. How's that? So she's a 1999 Bluebird with a 5.9 liter Cummins 24 valve engine and front nose, flat nose front engine, TC 2000. And it was
same as mine.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. It was delivered in 1999 to a Catholic high school, which they used it for 11 years, and then they went to a private company that just chartered, and it was fleet maintained when we got it, 162,000, and haven't had any problems at all with the engine, and she rolls like a monster. So, but we put solar on the roof. There's 410 or 440 panels up there, 4 panels. All of our solar comes down in here, and all the batteries, controller, and everything is under there. We just built this. We've built most of this on the road. One of the first posts that we read said, get in it, live in it for a while, and then figure out where you want things. So that's basically what we did. And we built this just a few weeks ago and finished it up. And of course that has storage underneath. And we built this in a friend's driveway that let us stay there for a while. And it's split. This side here for everyday items, kind of. And under there, that's where the batteries and the solar charger and the controller and all that. This was another parking lot. This was a Lowe's parking lot build. And of course, it was one table at one time, and we split it up, and now I can use just a little one. We both work from home on our computers. And these fold out. We can have one table, 2 tables, and we move it over here. We use it while cooking or anything like that. An extra table.
Do you have any trouble with them sliding around when you're driving?
None. The only thing that they do is they might rock like this when we're doing, you know, good turns or something like that. But we usually keep the hassock in front of it, and then,
Oh, that'll help.
yeah, it really doesn't slide back and forth too much. We just built that in a parking lot. Most of our builds are in parking lots. We had a chest freezer in here that was on a temperature controller, so basically it was a big refrigerator. Very efficient and everything, but we opted for this. She wanted to have a separate freezer, and it's kind of easier to get in and out.
Sure.
It doesn't take up that much room. So this was a special scratch and dent at Home Depot for 140 bucks. We installed it at Home Depot. So,
of course.
And then of course the Camp Chef, a lot of people have those. Those are great, you know, built-in oven and the 2 burners. And right now we just run the little propane tanks on it, but we have the capability of putting the other tank through the floor and coming up. Just did that within the past 2 weeks, actually. This is a hotel parking lot. I work and travel, and they'll put us up in hotels and stuff, and we just park in their hotel parking lot. So that was a hotel parking lot build. That's where all our clothes are. She's got the bottom, and I got the top, and all of our clothes fit in there, except for the winter seasonal clothes.
Right.
And that goes under the bed. And this was her design, and she built most of it after she saw everything else getting built. She built most of it on her own. And this is where all of our cooking and supplies, you know, dogs' foods and stuff. Didn't have any trouble with this traveling at all. We were going to put a border around it, but we just kind of put everything in the basket, and we haven't had any trouble with anything falling off yet. Then this is our bathroom. We don't like walls, as you can tell.
Yeah, I like the open concept.
Yeah, and I mean, it's so much more roomier, and it's just her and I and our dogs, so, you know, the privacy. We're going to put a little curtain up here eventually, but we haven't really needed it. We don't have a shower yet, but we have a room. I mean, we have an area to put it in, but we're really not sure if we're going to do that. We use Planet Fitness, Pilot Travel Centers, you know, things like that. Plus, we have a little piece of land in North Florida that we have a garage tent built on that has a shower and, you know, running septic up there and stuff. And it's got a well on it and a 50 amp hookup that we stepped out. Our dog pushed us out of our queen size bed. We would always end up with the sliver, so we thought we'll get a king size, and we turned it this way because both of us are short enough to fit in it that way, so we'd have more width. And it ends up, we still only end up with slivers most of the time. 'Cause
Yeah.
he stretches out. But
Oh, pets tend to expand to the size of the bed.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have under the bed storage, which is, you know, pretty big. Used to have a garage. We took the garage out, and then 4 months ago, we lived in it for 2 years, and 4 months ago we ripped out the original ceiling. These were all cracked and old and everything, so we replaced this one with a brand new one, and we insulated with the Formulaire on it, and then we used this white pine tongue and groove from Home Depot and put that all in. And before we finished it, I had run pull string all the way through, so if we ever need any, you know, extra wiring or anything, all we have to do is drop it right in this channel and then like feed it down here and pull it through with the pull string. And everything else now will just lay up in the channels instead of going through the walls or anything. So, and then we put the RV rooftop and the fantastic fan in at the same time. So the past 4 months has been a lot of renovation.
Yeah.
So
Now, you got water tank underneath?
no, not yet. We're just going to go with the small one under the sink for now.
Right.
It's probably going to be about 20 gallons when it ends up, and we'll hook that up. That's the one thing we haven't hooked up yet that we really need.
It
So-
just takes time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're doing fine. We do the water jugs and things like that for now.
Now,
And
if people wanted to get a hold of you on social media, do you have any?
well, it's called Tangerine Dreams, but there's a lot of those on YouTube, and but that's really the only one that we have right now. It's Tangerine Dreams, and then you have to say Jolene to get to the right one, which is the bus's name. Because when I bought it, I was spending so much time in the bus that it just fit that my wife said, we're going to call her Jolene.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yep.
yeah, but that's it for the social media, and you know, of course, Facebook. We're on the groups and stuff like that.
Right.
So
All right. Thank
Yeah.
you. I like the bus.
yeah, thank you very much. You know, we were going to sell our house, and I was in the middle of a contract, and we were going to buy an RV and do that for traveling and work. And then she sent me a video of my first schoolie video that I watched, and within a week we bought this bus. And then a month later we started living in it.
That's how it happens
So,
sometimes.
yep, that's it. We had an old futon, we had 2 big plastic bins, we had an ice chest, and we had a battery that we had a little inverter on that we could plug things in, and that was it. We took off.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video of that great schoolie, and in the coming weeks there'll be more. So please, I will see you next Saturday for a tour of another schoolie. Steampunk Steve saying, see you on the road.